adjust this screen here so we can. Bam. Hey, Jaden, what's up? How's it going? Jenna, Christy, there it is. There it is. There, you guys said it. Thank you for that. Oh shit! Hold on. Gotta get the Halloween bling put on. You know what I'm saying? You see that we got this going. All right, cool. Let me get that chat up on the screen there. What up, Brody? How's it going? Welcome back to a brand new episode of You Have a Collect Call From. Let me see, Carolyn. I'm in California. Carolyn, if you will. I've been watching you for a while now, and I can't usually recognize where it's from. That's right, Christy. Man, we were here yesterday, Christy. Come on. Come on now. Let me see. We got the chat on the screen there. All right, cool. What up, Kevin? Welcome back. Caught you on my birthday. That's right, Savannah. What up, Eric? Let me see, did I miss anybody? Brody, Jess, Jaden. All right, cool. We're all caught up. Everybody got on this. I got a shout out. The court is where? Yup, Rice Christie. Let me see. I didn't miss anything on this. Hey, guys, while we wait right now, before court starts, if you guys go ahead and tap the screen, man, what's up? Let's get up to man, we only got we got 58 people. You guys are being pretty shisty with the taps over here. We got 311 taps, and we got 57 people. Come on now. And over here, we got 945 taps, and we got 60 people, and it's rising. Come on, you people. Come on now. Laughing out loud. I know DOC headphones when I see them. But have you ever seen these? This is the real question. Have you ever seen the Christmas edition of the CL20s? I think not. What up, Eric? Thank you for jumping on over. Let me see here. Hey, what up, Paula? How's it going? All right, all right. Let me see right here. I got some new sound effects, guys. Got some new sound effects. I'm waiting for some to get approved. As a matter of fact, let me get these up here so I could have easy. Hey, Jaden's laughing. Let me see here. I got the new sounds. Let me see. I got the wrong answer one. I got this one. Alex, I'll take. What's the name of that criminal for 500?
Are you on?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on.
All right, folks. If the bailiffs would have everyone sworn in, please.
All rise.
All right.
Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth. Step up, man. What truth say I do?
I do. You may be seated.
We can't hear any of you down at South County or at Central. I know you're muted now, but before we couldn't hear you either.
Madam Clerk, you need to call.
Can you hear us now?
Here.
No, we can't hear you.
Can you guys hear? What up, Ashley? How's it going?
21 to 55.
Please make the screen bigger.
That might be our party.
Can you call IP?
Do you want to go out and come back in? And maybe it will do something.
And this one.
No, IT, tell me to get echo ASAP, please.
Mr. Hernandez, can you hear us?
All right, there we
Yes,
go.
I can, Your Honor.
You're on.
Can you hear us now, Judge?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear us in South County?
South County up in the house.
You wanna. Chris went back in.
Yeah.
I think it is. That's our unit, she just figured this one out. This one is going to be in one, so nothing to read this, but on slaughter. I'm having to follow the challenge on attempting verbally and a lawyer helping. And then I have,
Cobb County, you can hear us?
this one.
Yes, we can. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
I understand.
Okay.
This is another restriction.
Yeah.
The thing is, on this, it happened in Orange County, but the Polk County Sheriff's Office here writes the affidavit on it. It's just looks
So it looks like
like
we
to
lost
me.
one right now.
I'm already in a
So as soon as
jurisdiction.
they fix it, I'll go ahead and fix the screen.
Deputies and
Hey,
partners.
boom, thank you.
That's it.
Hey, what up, Chad? What the heck's going on here? That's right, Chad.
Maybe you can tell me, can they
Hey,
do
what's up,
this?
guys? We got 6,000 taps on one. Let's get up to 20,000, guys.
Referred in Orlando.
And we got
The
4.2 on the
sheriff's
other.
office puts an affidavit on it.
Come on,
But
guys.
it occurred at Universal Boulevard in Orlando.
Can you still hear us?
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off.
They might have an affidavit on that.
And we're about to have a Jet 2 holiday. Wow, for Carson.
Gonna bring it up. Bring it up. Never seen anything like this before. You would have thought I would have seen everything, but I haven't.
No, right?
Can we zoom?
Yeah, we're,
Jess.
IT's underway.
Oh, Jess.
I'm here.
It's you.
We can't hear
Patience,
anything.
Jess, patience.
I mean, it still wouldn't be a bad thing if you roll.
The IT's on their way.
Because you're still gonna get through however many we have in an hour. So,
We'll see.
you know what? We love that. Let's do that.
I'm not gonna zoom in yet because the screen's not done. I'm waiting for one more screen to pop up.
Once every other week, they're misdemeanor court.
Oh, goodness.
Órale,
You're gonna be here tomorrow,
Carson.
right?
Yes, as far as I know, Lord willing, and the creek don't
What
rise.
up,
Thank you, because
Slapper?
our office is having a little Halloween thing where the little kids come in at 3 o'clock and walk around the office for trick or treating.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to see that, so.
Usually I get the opposite. Can we extend this out a little bit so I don't make it back in time?
That's tomorrow, so, yeah, I wouldn't have made it yesterday.
They only had like 200 cases yesterday,
We
right?
had, the docket was 52, by the time we got to court, it was down to 49, and it took till 4:45.
What up, Diana?
These things happen. It's not nice.
I'm here to judge kills me believe.
How much longer were you guys here yesterday?
So I was,
How much longer were you here yesterday?
4:45.
You
Okay,
can't hear
but too much
central,
longer.
can't hear central or south.
I was like, "Ah,
When did you
Or
leave?
Miss Hernandez, can't hear anybody.
15. Like, do you need me for this? And he was like, "No." I said,
What up, Miss Queen? Hope you had a good night's sleep. What up, Shannon? Where you been at? Been missing. I didn't see you last night for the parole board
Miss
hearing.
Hernandez is not muted, but
No one. I don't think anybody's gonna get the job, Carson. I think you might be right. Hey,
But
Vinny, thank you for the
the
follow.
crack
Highly
who listens
appreciate you.
in from her computer could hear everybody that yelled. That's- Is that here?
Affidavit.
yeah. I don't want to do that side or this side.
You said this one was okay for 1,000 on the row.
Yeah, you're just divide the.
All right, Alex.
I don't know what his boss is, but also that is sort of different. I would say.
Maybe you can find a PC on that section.
All right.
Can you say something real quick?
Oh, it's, yeah, it's a couple of confidence.
This one?
No, we do.
Hey, what up, Patrick? Gracias.
Can
And
you hear me now?
It was a doozy at the end. It
Can
was
you
a
hear me
doozy.
now?
I can hear you.
Yes,
Can you hear us in South County?
Muted.
yeah.
And I didn't see any allegation. Die. I don't know how they get resisting without changing the system
All
with
right,
the
here
front
we go.
page. And he had no right before, look him up.
You say something real quick?
James, half of your face
Mic
is cut
check,
off.
South County.
Mic check.
Okay.
Mic
We can hear
check.
you.
What test?
Where's Central at?
That's what I
I need
want to
Central
know.
to come back on, make sure we can hear them.
Yo.
Who was that?
Did you guys?
Central.
You heard that toilet?
Oh,
too, Your Honor?
okay. We just don't have you on the video.
Yeah, we don't have camera.
Did Your Honor hear the toilet too? Did
Yeah.
you hear an agua test?
I knew it was Grace.
But on the front page, but on the-
You probably just picked the wrong.
We can actually hear you guys. If you would go ahead and swear
She
everyone
got
in.
gaming headphones. Oh, she does. And she has the JBLs.
Raise your right hand to be sworn.
Oh, shit.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If so, say I do.
I do.
I do.
Sit down.
All right, folks, you are here for first appearance. My name is Bob Grove. There's only a few things we're going to be going over, so listen carefully. First, I'm going to ask you if you need the service of the public defender. If your answer is anything other than no, we'll talk about your financial situation to determine if you qualify for the public defender.
All right, there we go.
Then we will talk about probable cause to determine if there is probable cause, and if there is, we'll determine any appropriate release or bond conditions. Please do not talk about the facts of your case at all for any reason whatsoever. If you start to say something and you think it might be related to your case, don't say it.
Say it, please. Say it.
We're going to begin with Megan Millett, Millett.
Where's Megan at?
Charges of battery on a person 65 years old, age or older, and battery on a law enforcement officer. State we should be heard.
Thank you, Your Honor. Scott Matthews on behalf of the state. I wanted to inform the court that the family of the accused has contacted my office actually numerous times yesterday and today, seeking no contact from Ms. Millett. They had requested that my office
Did not
seek
happen.
it to be held
Did not happen.
without
She's handcuffed.
my review of the charges, even as they present today, is that the defendant is entitled to a bond. The state will simply be seeking a no contact order with any victims.
All
Thank you.
right. Ms. Millett, to begin with, do you need the service of the public defender?
Human trafficking?
You want an attorney?
I don't want an attorney. I do not wish to be trafficked
Okay.
because something very strange is happening.
All right, hold
tell
on,
you
man.
that.
Hold on, man. Stop talking. Stop talking, because you're looking at potentially 180 days in the county jail just for talking. So on the charge of battery, there is probable cause. Actually, to each of the charges, there's probable cause. Your bond amount will be $1,000, $5,000, and $5,000, and you'll be placed on pretrial release with the following conditions included. You would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition.
She turned off her
You have
audio.
no contact with the alleged victims in the matter. Good luck, man. All right, do we have any that are Spanish?
Yeah, they
Yes, we
muted
have
her.
two in South County.
Oh, yeah, they
Okay,
muted her.
can you give me the names, please?
They're like, not today. Not today. What
Car-
up, Captain?
Carrero, Pina, and Perez Juan.
Juan,
Manuel Carrero Pina.
Juan, come on. down.
Carrero Peña.
Approaching.
Hey, thank you for that daily heart. Hey, what's up, guys? We only got 12,000 taps on one stream. We got 7 on the other. You guys are definitely lacking today.
All right, sir, you're here as a result of a warrant from the Alpha Judge Kevin Cole for a failure to appear for court. Your bond amount is $500. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Señor, usted está aquí como resultado de una orden de arresto contra usted por no haber comparecido en la corte para una audiencia. Su cantidad de fianza es $500. ¿Necesita usted a un abogado de oficio que le asista?
Ayer yo fui a la corte cuando regresé al aeropuerto porque el avión en el que yo viajaba se
I'm sorry, sir.
quedó
The public defender was
Señor.
previously appointed to your case. Good luck, sir.
Ya le nombraron un abogado público a usted para que le ayudara con su caso, señor. Ya terminó su audiencia.
Damn, son, where'd you find
All right, do we have
this?
another person in South County that needs the interpreter?
Perez Juan.
So last name?
Perez.
Thank you.
Pérez, ¿no? Pérez Juan Bernardo.
Juan. Hey, what up, Rivera?
All right, sir, you were here on 2 failures to appear for a status conference. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Señor, usted está aquí por 2 incomparecencias. Usted no se presentó a una audiencia de estatus. Le pregunta el juez, ¿necesita usted un abogado público?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, sir, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. You have 2 charges here. The first is aggravated battery with deadly weapon with great bodily harm. Your bond for that case will be $15,000. You have a charge of unauthorized possession of an ID card. Your bond for that will be $5,000. If you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following: that you would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You would have no contact with the alleged victims in the matter. Good luck, sir.
Señor, el primer cargo que usted tiene es agresión física con agravantes, con un daño corporal grande. Su fianza para ese cargo va a ser $15,000. Luego tiene un cargo de una posesión sin autorización de una tarjeta de identificación. Para eso su fianza será de $5,000. Si usted puede depositar las fianzas y sale bajo fianza, usted estará bajo las siguientes condiciones de libertad condicional. Estas incluyen lo siguiente: no puede utilizar, poseer ni portar armas de fuego, pistolas, municiones o cuchillos, y no podrá tener ningún tipo de contacto con la supuesta víctima.
Got it.
Additionally, sir, I have signed a notice of immigration detainer.
Y también, señor, yo he firmado una notificación para la retención por parte de inmigración en su caso.
Good luck, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
All right, and do we have anyone? We have Central that needs Spanish?
We have 3.
Paulo, thank you.
Name,
Paulo, thank you.
please.
Lipinto.
They got 3.
Lipinto.
All right, sir, you're in a charge of driving a license suspended or revoked. Your bond for that charge will be $250. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Señor, muy bien, usted está aquí por un cargo, una acusación de manejar con la licencia suspendida o revocada. Su fianza para ese cargo son $250. Le pregunto, ¿necesita usted servicios de un abogado público?
Sí.
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Voy a nombrarle entonces un abogado de oficio para que le represente a usted.
Señor Ramos.
Rivera Ramos.
Jorge Raúl Rivera Ramos.
Jorge Raúl Rivera Ramos.
Sí.
Yes.
All right, sir, you're here on charges of domestic violence, assault, domestic violence, battery. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Señor, usted está aquí por sencilla en un caso de violencia intrafamiliar y otro de agresión en un caso de violencia intrafamiliar. ¿Necesita usted los servicios de un abogado público, señor?
Sí.
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Your bond amount for each of those charges will be $1,000, and if you're able to bond out, there will be conditions of pretrial release, which will include the following: you do not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You have no contact with the alleged victim. But you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release, accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal items. Good luck, sir.
Muy bien, señor. Voy a nombrarle un abogado público. Su fianza para cada uno de esos 2 cargos será de $1,000 cada uno, y si usted puede salir bajo fianza, habrá condiciones de libertad condicional que incluirán las siguientes: usted no puede estar en posesión, ni utilizar, ni portar ningún tipo de armas de fuego, municiones o cuchillos, no puede tener ningún contacto y comunicación con la supuesta víctima, pero sí puede regresar a la residencia de la víctima una sola vez dentro de las siguientes 48 horas después de que usted se ha puesto en libertad, acompañado de un policía para recoger artículos personales. Buena suerte, señor.
Damn,
Ella no vive en la misma casa que yo.
She does not live in the same house as I do.
All right, thank you.
Está muy bien, gracias.
Gracias, amigo.
Zambrano.
Zambrano.
All of us challenge or lack of jurisdiction for this case.
La señora Sandra Smith de la Defensoría Pública para estipular que tiene una objeción en este cargo.
We're here for an incident that my understanding occurred at 6000 Universal Boulevard.
Estamos aquí para un evento, un incidente que, según tengo por entendido, ocurrió en la dirección 6000 Universal Boulevard.
which is mentioned in the affidavit, is in Orlando, Florida.
Y que está mencionada en el affidavit, y eso se encuentra en Orlando, Florida.
And I've never seen this before, but this affidavit is written by the Polk County Sheriff's Office, not Orange County Sheriff's Office.
She said that
Y yo creo
yesterday.
que yo nunca he visto esto anteriormente, pero esta declaración jurada está escrita por la oficina del alguacil del condado de Polk y no por la oficina del alguacil del condado de Orange.
It's my position that the Orange County Sheriff's Office should have written an affidavit on
What up,
that, not the Polk County Sheriff's Office.
Alex, thank
Y
you
mi
for that.
postura es que ha debido ser la oficina del alguacil del condado de Orange el que debió haber escrito este affidavit y no la oficina del alguacil del condado de Polk.
And also would advise this is not, as far as I can tell, a third-degree felony as indicated on the Polk County Sheriff's Office arrest report.
Y también solicitaría asesoría, que no creo que esto sea un delito grave en tercer grado, tal como está indicado en el informe del arresto de la oficina del sheriff del condado de Polk.
I'm asking them to be ROR.
Y estoy solicitando que se le ponga en libertad bajo palabra.
Is there any word in Spanish?
Whoever's talking needs to quit talking.
It's not me, Your Honor.
JC, whoever's talking needs to quit talking.
I can't stop talking, Your Honor. Pepper spray them.
All right,
Taser
everyone's been muted. State.
Your Honor, my reading of the affidavit and the court docket is that this is a wanted out of jurisdiction. It appears that this happened in Orange County and
Christy
we're
G.
waiting to send it back to Orange County. I infer from the fresh pursuit battery that looks like this matter ended up in Polk County for arrest, but I agree it should be in Orange County. State position is that Mr. Zambrano should be held pending Orange County coming and getting them.
Muy bien, mi lectura del affidavit, de los documentos de la corte, indican que él es solicitado fuera de la jurisdicción. Parece que esto ocurrió en el condado de Orange y se está esperando para devolverlo al condado de Orange. Y he oído también que este cargo, pues sí fue aquí en el condado de Polk, el arresto, pero sí estoy de acuerdo en que debería ser manejado en el condado de Orange. Esa es la posición de la fiscalía.
Sorry. I don't know that we even have a warrant from Orange County on this case. This is from the Sheriff's Office in Polk County.
Yo ni siquiera sé si realmente tenemos una orden de arresto del condado de Orange en este caso, porque esto es del condado de Polk, de la oficina del alguacil.
Really? Tammy?
Without a warrant from Orange County on this charge, I would ask that you release on its own cognizance.
Y entonces por lo de la orden de arresto de este cargo del condado de Orange, si hace de 2 semanas, entonces estoy solicitando que se le ponga en libertad.
This is
Say
Florida.
anything further.
¿Algo más, fiscal?
No, Judge.
All right.
No,
At this point,
nada
I'm going
más.
to release the defendant on his own recognizance charge. The court doesn't feel it has jurisdiction on the matter, especially given that there's no warrant out of Orange County or arrest in Orange County.
Muy bien, en este momento voy a poner al acusado en libertad bajo palabra, especialmente dado el hecho de que no hay ninguna orden de arresto dictada del condado de Orange, ni el arresto tampoco en el condado de Orange. Gracias.
That's the
Anyone
first.
else who's decided they needed the Spanish interpreter?
¿Alguien más que necesite los servicios de la intérprete de español?
All right, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Mr. Ladner, what brings you here today?
Mr. Joseph Papa, P-A-P-A.
I was gone.
Joseph Papa, all right. On a charge of domestic violence battery.
Yes, Judge.
Oh,
I don't know if the courts had the opportunity to read it. I have been retained to represent Mr. Papa from start to finish. I can't tell the court, Mr. Papa's 64 years of age. He does have full-time employment of a manager, as a manager of a local warehouse facility. He does have 2 adult children. He does have a home in Polk County, and he has 0 criminal history. If Your Honor has read the paperwork, there was an argument. My client, Judge on my daughter's case, it's a verbal argument that takes place between him and his girlfriend, living girlfriend. I have been in contact with Mr. Papa's adult children. They have informed me that she has moved out of the shared residence and she does wish to come to the state and file a waiver. Judge, based on the statement made by the girlfriend to the officer where she couldn't remember, or she forgot, or she can't. I would ask the court just to release my client, Mr. Pop, on pre-trial release. Again, he has 0 prior criminal history, and she has already relocated out of the shared residence. He's at home, and he'll be here for each and every single court date.
Your Honor, reviewing the affidavit provided by law enforcement, and I don't want to be graphic, but among the other allegations are that in listening to a recorded 911 call, the officer was able to hear a female screaming, "Do not touch me, do not touch me," and the male yelling, "I will kill your expletive," another expletive.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yes, he has a gun. He was going to shoot me. Also, in interviewing the victim, the officer noted that there was a physical scuffle between them, and that it was the victim's belief that that the defendant was going towards a place where she knew he kept a firearm. I think he's trying to keep bond, but state request standard bond and a no victim contact order. Thank you.
Just to piggyback on what Mr. Matthews said, specifically there on that second page, it states that after what he just read, that he's reading, that the victim was unable to recall the specifics of the threat and is to file the agent. And then on the page in front of that, he also said that she can't remember something. So, Judge, I'm not here to dispute it. I understand that it's going to move forward. I'm just, and that's a court's pre-trial release.
All right. Court finds there is probable cause for the charge. There will be a bond of $1,000 on the matter. The defendant's able to bond out that the conditions of pre-trial release. Those conditions will include the following: he would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. He would have no contact with the alleged victim, but if she's moved out of the house, I don't need to worry about a 24-hour to go back to get anything.
She has moved out as of 11 o'clock this morning. She was literally packing up her belongings and moving. So I've already informed my client's adult son that if the court were to set a bond and he posts the bond, which he has the ability to do today, that he'd probably be released about 9 or 10, and that he couldn't come to that house if she was there. So he understands to make sure that she is cleared out. And when I spoke to him, I said, hey, look, if she moved out, ask her to give you the key, and you may want to get the locks changed.
All right.
He knows not to have any contact with her.
Thank you, counsel.
Judge, I may be excused. That's all I had to do. Thank you, Judge.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Hannah George on behalf of Gail Cole Jr. with a law firm of Gail Cole Jr. Your Honor, our tonight before the court this afternoon is Ms. Tara Johnson.
Tara Johnson.
They can make
All right.
new
Your Honor, we would ask if the court would consider releasing Ms. Johnson on ROR at this time. That request is that she's charged with a misdemeanor. She's 36 years old. She's married. She's a mother of 4 young children. She has stable employment with a local nonprofit. She is an active member of Grace City Church, and she has been for approximately 10 years, and she also has no prior criminal history.
That's reading the allegations, the affidavit. This seems like exactly what the statute was written to. On the state would request a standard bond and no contact with the named victim as a condition of pretrial release. Thank you.
All right. Court finds that there is probable cause. There will be a bond of $1,000 if the defendant's able to bond out the conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following: she would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You have no contact with the alleged victim, and no contact with any co-defendants, as well as condition number 25 as well. No possession, access, or use of any computers or other electronic devices with internet or intranet capability.
Your Honor, with regard to that provision, this was the article that's discussed in the affidavit was sent via text. It wasn't something that was done online. Would the court be willing to consider allowing online usage?
No, given that it involved Facebook.
Also, the I in irritating, if you will.
All right. Good luck, Ms. Johnson.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have before the court. May I be excused?
You'll see.
right, now we will begin with South County, beginning with Michael Garcia.
Sandra Smith, on behalf of Mr. Garcia, Your Honor, I want to waive the reading of his first-degree felony
Oh,
charge.
that's not good.
And I also want to waive the reading of any special conditions of pretrial release.
Understood.
Wow.
Distinguished juror.
I do, Your Honor. Presuming a finding of probable cause in this matter, the state will be filing a motion for pre-trial detention. I'm just not yet providing a hard copy, anticipating that will happen. Request to approach,
Yes, sir.
providing the court the original motion for pretrial detention. Respectfully request the court review that for facial sufficiency. If so found, to hold the defendant no bond pending a hearing on this motion to be set Monday of next week at 1 p.m.
Listen. Okay.
All right, so Mr. Garcia, do you need the service of the public defender?
No.
All right, sir, if you change your mind at your next court date, you can certainly ask for the public defender at that time. Your next court date will be on November 3rd at 1 p.m. with the A2 division. Motion for pretrial detention is well taken and will be honored. So at this point, you've got to wait for that court date, which is next Monday. Good luck, sir.
Step to your left.
Maybe this will help everybody see a lot better. Can you see, guys? Can you guys see better
Is this
now?
Bernard McLean?
Hmm?
What is your name, sir?
Joy Shar McKenzie.
Your Honor, Sandra Smith, Defender's office. Our office has already been appointed on this case. This is an add-on charge to something he was here for earlier.
All right. All right, then the public defender's already appointed. The new charge, possession of cannabis over 20 grams, the bond amount will be $5,000. Good luck, sir.
Previously on the trial, do you want me to keep them up for months?
Yeah, I have no control over the
Is this
audio. for the
Devin
court.
Mobley?
Daniel Miller.
Miller. Oh, there it is. All right, Mr. Miller, you're here on a charge of trespass on property other than a structure or conveyance. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
All right, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Your bond amount will be $1,000. Good luck, sir.
What up, Maria?
Are you Devin Mobley?
Melissa.
Yes.
Where you been at, Melissa? I
All
haven't
right,
seen you
so
in a
Mr.
minute.
Mobley, you're here on charge of assisting officer without violence, failure to appear for a pretrial.
Lex?
And the bond at each of those is going to be $1,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Damn,
Yes,
working?
yes, please.
They got you.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Got him. Yeah, this just, hey, they don't play around in Florida.
Demetrius Parker,
Yes, sir.
right? Is this a bringback from yesterday?
I
Bring
believe
back
he
the
wasn't,
message.
he didn't come to court yet.
Oh, okay.
It's just something new for him.
Mr. Parker, you're here on a charge of domestic violence battery. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Awa.
Yes, sir.
All right, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. On that charge of domestic violence battery, there is probable cause. Your bond amount will be $10,000, and if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following: do not use, possession, carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You have no contact with the alleged victim, but you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release, accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal.
I'm not sure.
Good luck, sir.
Especially Polk, I'm telling you.
Brendan Richardson,
Yes, sir.
you're here on a charge of trespass. There is a bond. If the bond is $1,000, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Next.
The next one, Your Honor, was combative. Robinson, Antonio.
Antonio. Oh, there it is. All right, well, would you let him know the public defender is appointed to represent him and his bond is $1,000 for the first one and $5,000 for each of the others?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And is this Travis Thompson?
Yes, sir.
Hi, JT.
Public Defender's office. I do want to waive the reading of this charge.
Thank you, Mama. Awa.
All right.
There's no bueno.
Sir, you are here on charges. Your bond is going to be $5,000. Additionally, pursuant to Parker v. State on case 25.
I'm sorry, maybe they heard on that. He's been in jail since October 13th, so he hasn't bonded out. And the allegations in the police report are things that he obviously didn't do prior to going to jail. So I don't know how Parker really would apply to this.
What did he do?
He's been in jail since October 13.
He's never bonded on the original charge. All right, I don't think it applies then. Sir, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Hey, Jay.
Harry Woods.
That's me.
All right, Mr. Wood, you're here on charge of domestic violence, battery, and false imprisonment. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
All right, sir, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. On the charge of domestic violence battery, the bond amount will be $1,000. On the charge of false imprisonment, bond amount will be $5,000. If you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following: you would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You'd have no contact with the alleged victim, but you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release, accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal items. Good luck.
Thank you.
Does that complete South County?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. That completes South.
All right, thank you. Moving into Central with the females, the first one I have is Catherine Atkinson.
I can't see
Is that
nothing.
female?
Sandra Smith, Polk Defender's Office, Your Honor. I believe I have a stipulation with the state. There should be probable cause for a second degree misdemeanor of the petty theft since no dollar amount was listed in the affidavit.
All right, so Ms. Atkinson, on the charges of possession of narcotic paraphernalia and petty theft, do you need the service of the public defender?
No.
All right, if you change your mind at your next court date, you can certainly ask for the public defender at that time. On the charge of possession of narcotic paraphernalia, your bond amount will be $1,000. On the charge of petty theft, your bond amount will be $250. So we have to change that. Good luck, ma'am.
Aguilar?
All right, Elena Aguilar Ramirez.
Yeah.
All right, ma'am, you're here on a charge of petty theft. Do you need the service of the public defender?
No, Your Honor. Purpose
All right, ma'am. On that charge, your bond amount will be $250. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
$250.
Desire Anderson?
Desire?
All right, ma'am, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you on a charge of not having a driver's license, never issued. Bond amount will be $250. Good luck, ma'am.
Tanisha Chapman?
You're here on a violation of probation for which you will be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yeah, I applied for one before I turned myself in, but I do. Yeah.
All right, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you. Dakota Counts?
Anderson, Polk Defender's Office, Your Honor. Regarding the possession of ammunition by convicted felon, I was asked for a lower bond on that since the state 21 days, they can't charge her with both that and the firearm. I was looking for $1,000 on that one, in case they decide to file on that one versus the firearm charge.
Say,
I think the court can find probable cause. We're not at the charging level yet.
Don't
The
forget.
state doesn't intend to fight the amount of bond.
all right.
That count.
Well, here's what we'll do. First of all, ma'am, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. On the charge of battery on a law enforcement officer, your bond amount will be $5,000. On the charge of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, your bond amount will be $5,000. On charge of possession of ammunition by a convicted felon, we will reduce that to $1,000. On the charge of resisting an officer with violence, the bond is $5,000. On the charge of resisting an officer without violence, the bond is $1,000. And on the charge of trespass armed with a firearm or a dangerous weapon, what's the level on that?
As an effort, Judge.
All right, the bond amount for that will be $5,000 as well. Good luck, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Tanisha Gunter?
I'm gonna change that from 15 to 5.
Have a seat, have a seat, have a seat.
Okay. I'm sorry, give me the name again.
Tanisha Gunter.
There it is. All right, if you're here on charge of burglary of an unoccupied structure, burglary of an unoccupied conveyance, throwing a deadly missile into a building, and petty theft, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Additionally, pursuant to the warrant signed by the Honorable Judge David Horton, there are conditions of pretrial release, that condition being number 17. Which is having no contact with the alleged victims. The bond amount in each of those cases is $5,000, except for the petty theft where it is $250. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
This is like a conveyor belt of justice. Here.
Lisa Casey?
Ms. Casey, you're here on charge of refusing to submit to a breath alcohol test and driving on license suspended or revoked. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. On each of those charges, your bond amount will be $1,000. And then if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following. You would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition subject to random breath testing, self-pay. And you would not drive any vehicle of any kind at any time for any reason whatsoever.
Do you want number 13 also? Do not possess, consume.
Yes, and number 13, do not possess or consume alcohol or enter any bar or lounge. Good luck, ma'am.
Linda Lopez.
Ms. Lopez, you're here on charges of possession of cannabis, resisting an officer with violence,
Thank you, Paula.
battery on a law enforcement officer, possession or use of narcotic paraphernalia, battery on a law enforcement officer, so that's the second count of that. Refusal to submit to a DUI test, DUI, DUI with alcohol or drugs, and another charge of resisting an officer with violence. So, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. So as it relates to these
I'm
charges,
sorry, Sandra Smith, Public Defender's Office. I didn't see any prior records for her. And I believe, at least in Florida, and she's only 19 years old. I was just wanting to know if she could get lower bonds than the 5,000s on the third-degree felonies. In light of no records.
AI, annoying and irritating, if you will.
yeah. All right, ma'am. So as it relates to charge of possession of cannabis, your bond amount will be $1,000. On the charge of possession use of narcotic paraphernalia, the bond will be $1,000.
Big
As to
handle that.
the counts of resisting officer with violence, battery, law enforcement officer,
Where was
each of
that
those
at?
will be
What court?
$5,000. Then you'll have refusal to submit to a DUI test, the bond will be $1,000. The 2 counts of DUI, the bond will be $1,000 each. And if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following. She would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. Be subject to breath testing, self-pay. You would not possess or consume alcohol or in any bar or lounge. And you would not drive any vehicle of any kind at any time whatsoever. Good luck, ma'am.
I believe she has 2 more charges.
Hold on, hold on.
Did you, battery on law enforcement resisting with, she had double counts on that?
Yes,
Double
Okay, so
count?
there were 5,000 in all those?
correct.
Oh, she's going to
All right, good
prison.
luck, ma'am.
Teresa Parkerson.
She's definitely going to go to prison for a while. For a minute, she's definitely going to be out of the game. Unless they give her a juvenile offender.
Ms. Parkerson, correct?
Yes.
All right, Parkerson, you're here on a charge of petty theft with a bond of $250. Do you need the service of the public defender?
No.
All right, ma'am, good luck.
Christina Taylor.
Hey, that does look like Joe Dirt. You're
You
right.
understand from Public Defender's Office, I didn't see any prior records for her. I would ask for a low bond or straight fee.
All right, Ms. Taylor, on the charge of cyber harassing, do you need the service of the public defender?
No.
All right, ma'am, if you change your mind at your next court, you can certainly ask for the public defender at that time. Your bond on this charge will be $1,000, and if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following. That you would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You have no contact with the alleged victim nor any potential co-defendants, and you would not possess, access, or use of any computer or other electronic device with internet or internet capability.
Hey, Doc, you're
Good
from
luck, ma'am.
Florida, right?
Taylor Bertoli. Hector Aguilar.
Can you give that name again?
Valero.
Taylor Zatoli.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Ms. Taylor, you're here on a failure to appear for an arraignment on warrant signed by the Honorable Judge Kevin Cole with a bond of $2,000 and a violation of probation signed by the Honorable Judge David Stanley that you will be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am.
Hey,
So no bond means I can't.
Judge, did you give a bond?
I did. Well, no
Anybody-
bond on the
anybody from
DOP
Polk
and a
County in here?
$2,000 bond on the failure to appear from Judge
So I
Cole.
How
can't
do they
leave if I
arrest so
can't.
many people? How big is Polk County? Do they go to like the local
Right,
national
Hector,
park or
Hector
what?
Aguilar. Aguilera.
Yes, sir. Mr. Aguilera, do you need the service of the public defender?
Sir.
I will appoint the
It's
public
huge.
defender to represent you. You're here on 2 counts of violation of probation for which
I
you'll
have
be
to
held
look
no
this up right
bond.
now.
And then a count of domestic violence
Poke his
battery by
brain.
strangulation with a bond of $5,000 and domestic violence battery with a bond of $1,000. And if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following. She would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You have no contact with the alleged victim, but you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal items. Good luck, sir.
Judge, Chenard Butler bonded. The next one is Calero Nuez.
All right, sir, do you need the service of the public defender on the charge of driving while license suspended or revoked?
Yes, sir.
Damn, it's
I will appoint the public
2,000
defender to
miles
represent
big.
you. Your bond on that case will be $250. Apparently, you're out on bond on 25 CF 295. And as pursuant to Parker v. State on that case, you will be held no bond. And if the public defender was not previously appointed, they will be appointed on that case. Good luck, sir.
Oliver Checo.
Our sheriff's famous. Lock him up.
Mr. Checo, do you need the service of the public defender?
Over.
What up,
No.
man?
All right, sir, if you change your mind at your next court date, you can ask the public defender at that time. You're in charge of possession of cannabis and possession of drug paraphernalia. As to those charges, we're going to be $5,000 as to each of them. Good luck, sir. Oh, and there's also a hold for ICE as well.
Ooh.
Joshua Cole.
Damn, son, where'd you
Mr.
find
Cole, you need the
this?
service of the public defender on the charge of trespass on a structure of conveyance.
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Your bond will be $1,000. Good luck, sir.
This guy looks like he plays Dungeons and Dragons.
Timothy Cooper.
Yes.
Mr. Cooper, you're here in charge of resisting officer without violence with a bond of $1,000 and trespass with a bond of $1,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
Haggard.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
In his mom's basement.
Michael Colbert.
Defender's office would ask to be appointed on this case. We currently represent him on 8 felony cases right now. The last felony case, or the most recent one, was 25 CF 00482OBA, where he was found incompetent and proceeded to mental illness. And his competency is also non-restorable. And he was released on his own recognizance on all of those cases. And that's dated October 23rd by Judge Barber, which I believe was just last week. I asked to be appointed. I would ask for ROR. He was non-restorable just last week.
Same.
Same judge, that has not been a finding for this case.
Oh, wait a minute,
It's
you're
not
going
before
to
the
prison.
court. The competency is not before the court for this afternoon. I would also respectfully note that with new felony charges, that any release might be reviewed by those other courts. Thank you.
All right.
This was
Sir,
incredible.
the public defender is appointed to represent you on the charge of burglary, unarmed burglary. Bond amount for that charge will be $5,000. Possession of burglary tools will be $5,000. Trespass, unlawful possession of a personal ID, possession of drug paraphernalia will each be $1,000, and the charge of possession of methamphetamine will be $5,000. Good luck, sir.
Harley.
Yes.
Is it Decimus?
Sanders with the defender's office.
Yes, ma'am.
Decimus, I didn't see any prior record for him in Florida. I support.
He did say that.
Do you need the service of the public defender?
Cody Jackson.
Mr. Decimus,
Yes.
you need the service of the public defender.
You want an attorney?
So, I'm speak no English. I speak Croatian.
Oh,
You speak what?
that was said no English.
Yes.
Monsieur, vous retenez demain ici. Merci. All right, we'll bring him back tomorrow.
Damn, tomorrow?
Vous retenez demain.
Fabian.
Madam, is it Fabian Villegas?
Yeah, Vladimir Fabian Villegas.
All right, thank you, sir. You're here on 3 counts of violation of community control, and then 2 counts or count of violation of probation, and then 3 more counts of violation of community control for which you'll be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
Area
The
Moses.
public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
And I would just ask that 3 of the counts appear to be duplicates on the warrantless VOPs. I would just ask that those be marked as duplicates of the arrest warrant on the official case in 2020 CF 0063726XX.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me too. The first 3 originals, and then the bottom three are duplicates of the first three.
You also have ice cream.
Oh, and there's also an ice hold for you, sir.
Damn.
I need to sign off.
That's why you can't even look at people because you don't know what their status is. It's bananas.
Jason Haggard.
Sanderson Defender's Office, Your Honor. He has no prior record at all. I would just ask if you can, he's only 18 again. I would just ask for lower bonds for him.
This one looks like he tortures
All right,
animals.
so Mr. Haggard, you're here on charge of carrying concealed firearm, possession of cannabis with intent to sell, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of cannabis resin. Do you need service to the public defender?
Yes, sir.
All right, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. On the charge of carrying concealed firearm, the bond will be $5,000. On charge of possession of cannabis with intent to sell, is that a second degree?
Yes.
The bond for that will be $10,000. On the possession of drug paraphernalia, and that'll be $1,000. And possession of cannabis resin, it'll be $5,000. Good luck, sir.
Judge James Holden bonded. We have Jarrell Hudson.
James Holden bonded.
All right, Mr. Hudson, you're here on charge of resisting officer without violence, tampering with physical evidence, possession of a structure or vehicle known to sell drugs, possession of cannabis with intent to sell, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of alprazolam, and possession of cannabis over 20 grams. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir, but I have my marijuana card also.
All right, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. As to the charges, the bond amount will be $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $5,000, $1,000, $5,000, and $5,000. Good luck, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. Additionally, you have 25 CF 9610, which is the case that you're currently out on bond for. Pursuant to Parker v. State, bond will be revoked on that case. You will be held no bond. And if not previously appointed, public defender will be appointed to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Cody Jackson.
Mr. Jackson, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. You're here to charge domestic violence battery. There is probable cause for the charge. Your bond amount will be $1,000, and if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following: you would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You have no contact with the alleged victim. You may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release, accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal items. Good luck, sir.
Christopher Johnson.
They fool looks like a Klingon.
You're here on charge of 2 counts of resisting officer without violence with a bond of $1,000 each, and loitering or prowling with a bond of $250. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Gotta keep an eye on him.
No, sir.
Okay, well, if you change your mind at your next court date, you can ask for the public defender at that time. Good luck, sir.
Right here. Right here. Keith Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, you're here on charge of petty theft with a bond of $250. Do you need the service of the public defender?
I don't trust
Yes.
this receding
I will
hairline.
appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Ariel Loper.
He's looking at everybody. He's looking at them up and
I
down.
asked for a court-appointed attorney for him to resist the municipal ordinance case. I would also ask that he be
Damn, look at this.
released
Has a
on some
land use strip in the
reconnaissance
middle of
as
his
he's been
head.
found incompetent received in case numbers 2024 MM0017 3BA, 2024 MM00693 BA, 2024 MM00888 3BA, and 2025 MM00303 9BA.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Here, July 8th.
All right, the court-appointed attorney will be provided to Mr. Loper. There is going to be a bond, and the bond amount for this case will be $250. Good luck, sir.
Bovalar Monroy.
As soon as the public defender's office, I just want to waive the reading of the charge because for violating the probation.
Oh, that's not
That's a
good.
violation of probation, sir, pursuant to the warrant. Who signed that? That's the signature. Mr. Griffin, signed a warrant indicating you'll be held no bond on the violation of probation. Do you need the service of the public defender?
No, I do not this time.
All right, good luck, sir.
Arias Eduardo Monsivas.
All right, sir, you're here in charge of DUI. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Transplant.
No.
All right, well, if you change your mind at your next court date, you can certainly ask for the public defender at that time. There is probable cause for the charge in this matter. Your bond amount will be $1,000, and if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those
Damn, I
conditions
gotta
will
land these
include the
strip
following:
myself, and I'm over here
subject to
clowning
random
this
breath
fool.
testing, self-pay, You would not use, possess, or carry any firearms, guns, weapons, ammunition, or knives. You would not possess or consume alcohol, enter any bar or lounge, and you would not drive any vehicle of any kind at any time whatsoever during the period that you're on pretrial release. Good luck, sir.
1K for DUI, 5K for resin, right?
Yeah, that's me.
All right, sir, you're under charge of resisting an officer without violence with a bond of $1,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
With the bond of how much?
1,000.
How much is the bond?
$1,000.
Oh, okay, all right.
So do you need the public defender?
Now I'm good. What I wanted to say is that I'm suing those 4 officers who arrested me.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
Because I wasn't even resisting arrest.
Okay, this way. Go ahead.
Thank you for that. Don't you need money to
All right,
do
sir,
a
you're
higher
in charge of
suit?
trespass. The bond amount is $1,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, ma'am.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Larry Rouse.
Mr. Riles, you are here in charge of grand theft with a bond of $5,000. Additionally, a warrant signed by the Honorable Judge Robert Griffin indicates that you would be subject to conditions 16 and 17 as well and be placed in pretrial release. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
Yep, Adam.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
No
John
court would ever-
Rogers.
No court would ever have people in shorts. I mean, this has to
The
be.
drug
AI.
shooter is a result of 2 warrants out of Orange County. One of them is for $1,000, the other is for $500. So you can either bind out or hope that they come to get you fairly soon. We'll reset this for next Tuesday to see if they've done what they're supposed to do. Good luck, sir.
Next.
Ronald Slaughter.
But defender's office actually qualifies challenges on both of his local charges.
All right, Mr. Slaughter, do you need the service of the public defender for your local charges?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Additionally, you have a warrant out of Brevard County with a bond of $500. Counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, regarding loitering or prowling, the only way, he's, on the first page of the arrest report says he's charged with loitering or prowling. When you go to the second page, there's no allegations as to that charge whatsoever on the second page of the narrative. And this happened at 9 o'clock at a
Man, I want
Chick-fil-A,
some
which
cornbread. I
is
love cornbread.
open time for
It's
people to
freaking
be at
good.
Chick-fil-A. There's no allegations that he was there
Will.
for any reasonable suspicion of why he was there at 9 o'clock at Chick-fil-A. Also regarding the burglary, attempted burglary, it looks like he tried to get in somebody's car. He thought it was his mom's car. There's no allegation of any intent to commit an offense within the car that he didn't get into. So I think it's more of a trespass situation. That's it.
State position is that an attempted burglary of this vehicle is stated, at least for purposes of probable cause determination, and that his actions were sufficient to arouse the suspicions of others as being outside the scope of what people would typically do in that situation, that is trying to get in other people's cars. And when officers tried to contact him, it was based on his name and looks like he said some nonsensical things. State argument is there's probable cause in this case. Thank you.
But that's the loitering and prowling charge? Because when I read it at the first page, that's what I saw was loitering and prowling, but I didn't see anything about it after that.
That was my position, Your Honor. There's no allegations to support that.
Will not be seeking 24 hours to protect that charge.
All right. Well, as it relates to the charge of attempted burglary conveyance, the bond amount would be $5,000. As to the loitering and prowling, the defendant will be released ROR,
What?
finding no PC at this time. All right, good luck, sir.
Right here, sorry. Michael Stevens.
Sanderson's Public Defender's Office, I believe I'm in agreement with the
Earth
state.
Angel,
I
yep.
believe that there should be a resisting without violence, and the officer even wrote that in the last paragraph of the affidavit. He was arresting him for resisting without. However, on the first page, it changed to resisting with. So I would say there's probable cause for resisting without violence, and I don't believe he has any prior record in Florida.
The affidavit appears to be complete. It does not appear that it's missing any information from what I could tell. Base position is resisting without is what's stated on its face.
And we will find as to the charge for an officer without violent probable cause. The bond amount will be $1,000. Good luck, sir.
Does he mean a public defender?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Public defender.
Yes.
All right, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Malcolm Trammell.
Sir, you're here on 4 counts of violation of probation for which you'll be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Do you have a minute for it?
No, sir, I don't have.
Yeah. Okay, okay. Clinton Treadway.
Mr. Treadway, you're here on 2 different counts of domestic violence battery. Do you need the service of the public defender?
No, sir.
All right, sir, if you change your mind at your next court date, you can certainly ask for the public defender at that time. As to these charges, your bond amount will be $1,000 at each of them. If you're able to bond out, you'll be placed on pretrial release with the following conditions included. You will not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You have no contact with the alleged victims. However, you may return to their residence one time only within 48 hours of release, accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal items. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Ryan Valentine.
All right, sir, you're here on a VOP out of Pasco County, 1 out of Hillsborough, 4 out of Hillsborough, for which you were being held no bond. So it's really just a question of who's going to get here first to pick you up. And we will put it on the docket for next Tuesday to see if either one of them came and did what they're supposed to do. Good luck, sir.
Ezekiel Vargas.
Charges before he.
I don't think he had bonded, I believe, on his local charge.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's why he's back here today and all those charges.
Mr. Vargas?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you're here on charges of resisting an officer without violence, fleeing or attempting to elude. The bond amount is $1,000 and $5,000. Trespassing in a closed park with a bond of $250. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Violation of probation for which you'll be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Yes, sir.
Con Dios.
Some of those are duplicate charges, that he's only on probation for three counts, not all of that. There's some warrantless VOPs and some arrest warrant VOPs. I would just ask that the warrantless VOPs be marked as duplicate.
All right.
What a fire. Hey, thank you, Simply Kate.
Ari White?
Yes, sir.
Mr. White, you're here on a charge of, failure to appear for an arraignment on a charge of driving while license suspended or revoked. That was signed by the Honorable Judge Kevin Polk. Your bond amount is $1,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck.
About an hour ago.
Oh, yeah, Christopher Gaskins.
Gaskins. He bonded.
Add collect call from is the same thing. Add collect call from.
All right,
Just type
thank
in
you very
collect
much.
call from, you'll see both of the accounts pop up. What up, Boston? Hey, all right, guys. So this court ended, but don't leave. I got another court that's about to start right now in about 1 minute. So hold up. Let me see. We're gonna be going to Arizona right now. We're gonna be going to the 11 a.m. Arizona